Hi, I'm Rebecca Bennett. I'm a Professor of Bioethics here at the University of Manchester. I've worked here for over 30 years. I've researched in many different areas of bioethics, but I guess I'm particularly focused in on the ethics of reproduction, particularly to do with screening for disability. I wanted to talk today about the work that I've been doing around the ethics of screening for and against disability. So I've just written a book on this, and it's something that I've been researching for many years. When I started working here at the university, I worked with somebody called John Harris, who was really famous for lots of things, including having an argument that we've got a moral obligation to eradicate disability, and we should use screening to do that. And I've argued against him for many, many years. And I've looked at lots of different regulation around screening to try and deal with that issue. Lots of us have a very intuitive feeling that we should eradicate disability, that we should use screening to try and remove it. But actually, when you look at the justification for that, it's one that's really hard to really pinpoint and something that really doesn't stand up to investigation. So in particular, I've done lots of work on looking at screening for Down syndrome. And in this country, it's a routine screen, which means that it gets offered to all women. And while I think it's a good thing that we should be able to access testing in pregnancy for Down syndrome, the idea that it's recommended, that it's routine, that it's expected that people would accept this screening is something for me that is quite difficult to justify. But it's a hard one to argue against because it's such a kind of ingrained part of all antenatal care and a lot of people's experience. So just trying to pick that apart to really see why that's a bit of a difficult one for me. For me, there's an element of coercion that's going on in there that I think probably can't be justified. So I guess it's all of those sorts of things that I find really fascinating. And what I really like about it is that I always try and get my students to really question everything. So things that they might have seen as a routine part of particular treatment or something they've just always accepted as being a particular way. For me, it's really important that we really question everything and really ask whether those things are justifiable.